Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Felicia. And welcome to Crafting with Family Unit.
I put my date of birth in
Why?
TikTok before we go live.
Why?
We're going to do a selfie, facial age estimation. Hold on.
All right. Well, hold on. Well, we're going to wait for you to figure this out real quick.
Hold on.
Fresh is trying to get us live on TikTok.
Hold on.
I'm holding.
Are you holding?
I'm holding.
All right. Why don't you tell everybody what happened to Sublimation?
Oh, yeah. So today we're going to do, we're going to look at embroidery. And we had a little hiccup this week with Sublimation. We had all the supplies. We knew exactly what we were going to do. And the Sublimation printer ran out of black ink.
No, it didn't.
It went? No, it did. It did. It was low on black ink. So I had ordered some new ink, and it is an Epson EcoTank printer. So I went to.
It's not really meant to do dye sublimation.
Well, you can easily convert them, right? Because it is an inkjet printer, and we just
but that
threw
does
the
void
inkjet
your
away.
warranty.
It does void your warranty.
So it's not really meant.
It's not, but everybody and his brother does it. So I went to put in the black ink, and I'm looking, and the little clear
tank.
The tank.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wasn't filling up, and I couldn't figure out why I've already.
Where's the ink going?
I've already used half a bottle of this black ink, and I couldn't figure out why my tank wasn't filling. Well, that's because it was all over my desk. Literally, it was coming out the bottom of my 2 to 3 year old EcoTank, Epson EcoTank. I think it's a 2720. I don't remember for sure.
Were you able to figure out what happened?
Not really. We did some Google searches, and this is a common problem.
Yeah. Not just with the dye sub, with the sublimation ink, but the regular ink too, as well.
Yeah. They just, after a certain amount of time, they just give.
Anywho, we had a technical issue and we can't do sublimation. We're going to do that next week. You bought a new printer?
We bought a new printer. We got some new black ink to go into.
We could have had it done for today, but Felicia likes to get it done right. She wants to give
we want to do a multi-purpose, so we want to do it right.
And a certain vendor sent you a whole bunch of sublimatable stuff.
That's right.
You mentioned who they are.
HTV Ront was so kind to send us a whole bunch of stuff that we can play with in sublimation. So I just want to make sure that we do it well with their products. So
that'll be next Friday at 3 p.m. Sublimation.
That's right.
Come heck or high water. It's going to happen right here.
Right here
on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok now. So welcome to our TikTok.
We hope.
First time we're doing TikTok on Crafting Fun with Family Unit. So welcome to you people. All right. So what are we doing today? Wait.
Let's talk about what we did last weekend.
Why weren't you here? So many people were disappointed that you weren't live, that you ran a 15-minute font class 4 times for an hour.
You ran the font class. I said punt, but that's okay. You win.
We don't punt. We're going to be live here no matter what every Friday at 3 p.m. Even when we're in Rome, Italy, and Naples, and Ibiza. And we're going to the Rock of Gibraltar.
For Thanksgiving.
I didn't even know what that is. You're going to end up in Portugal. So we'll be doing a live from Portugal. No, wait. Where are we? We're at the Rock of Gibraltar. Where's the next stop? I think it is Lisbon. So we'll be live in Portugal.
Yeah.
That'll be a Friday.
We'll think about that.
This is a make and sip. So every Friday we take a sip of our favorite beverage. Today you're drinking what?
I'm drinking a Mexican Coke because I'm
not regular Coca-Cola.
Not regular Coke.
Mexican. What's the difference between Mexican Coke?
Real sugar.
Real instead of high fructose corn syrup.
Right.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Purify hydrogenated water again. So thanks to our friends at Purify for sending this over. Turns regular water into hydrogen water. I'm really hooked on this stuff. I feel good.
It's really good. It's really good water.
So you can take a sip of your favorite beverage, whatever it is, milk, adult beverages, we don't care. As long as you enjoy yourself on Make and Sip Friday.
That's right.
All right. What else did you want to talk about?
I think that's all the housekeeping.
That's it?
Am I forgetting something, Fresh?
Now, what are we doing?
All right. So our friends at Poolin if that's how you say it correctly, were so kind enough to send us an embroidery machine.
Another one?
Another one.
So how many is that?
This would be our fourth one, I think. The other three we bought ourselves. This is the first time somebody sent us one. I was really excited about it. It actually came as we were heading out in between our trips. So
for those of you playing around at home, don't know what an embroidery machine is. What is an embroidery machine? What does it do?
It embroiders. It makes we neither one actually. It makes nice designs. I'm trying to think of what we have on fabric. You can sew designs.
When you used to have to do this painstakingly stitch by stitch.
That's true.
What is that called? Stitch something?
Cross stitch?
Cross stitch? I don't know. When you do things like that?
It's embroidery. It's called embroidery, hand embroidery.
But now you can do computer embroidery,
right? Machine embroidery.
Faster machine embroidery.
Right.
A lot more colors, and it's quite an amount of detail here.
It is. See that. I love this.
It's amazing.
So I stitched that this morning after doing some testing. I just unboxed it yesterday. Got late in the afternoon last night. And
can I get closer?
You can. And I kind of got tired, so I stopped. And this morning I picked this thing up, turned it on, and was able to completely stitch a couple of projects with no problem at all.
We have two cameras here: TikTok, YouTube, Facebook.
So confusing.
You can't see that. Yeah.
So confusing.
Yeah. All right, so that's pretty neat. Did I ask you, is this design built into the machine?
This design is not. I actually imported this design into the machine.
And you can do that.
And you can do that. Evans is drinking lemon water today.
Good.
She's so
lemon
smart.
Good.
That's
Did
great.
you walk 10 miles today, Evans? Welcome, whoever's in the chat. We'll try to watch TikTok too, but I can't see TikTok over here. Blacka family's here. I think I saw Wendy and Evan. So thanks for joining us, and let us know where you're from in the chat, either on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, wherever we are.
That's right. So let me tell you about what sets this machine, the Poolin. It's the EOC 05 machine. What sets it apart from the other machines we have sitting behind us, which would be the Brother Sketch and the Brother SE 2000, is that right out of
keep going. People can hear you.
Right out of the box, I was able to turn the machine on and start working. So I unboxed it all yesterday, set it on the counter, took some video of it, looked great, turned it off, went downstairs, and this morning came back, just used the machine just as it is, out of the box, fully threaded with the upper thread and the bobbin, and I was able to, right out of the box, start stitching. No problems whatsoever. So that's really cool. There was two pieces of packing material on this thing. One was a piece of blue tape and one was a little piece of styrofoam. And that was all that I had to do to remove to start using the machine. So I think that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Easy is good. I don't know anybody else who does that, right? Pull it out of the box and just plug it in and start using it. So that's pretty cool. You have
a competing machine. I don't want to jump in. I know you have a program here. You have something called a Brother Sketch.
Right. It's right here. I just mentioned it. This is the Brother Sketch.
Now, what's the difference between setting these up? You said this was easy. Pull it out of the box, start stitching. Was it different with the Brother Sketch?
It's different with the Brother Sketch. So the big difference between these two machines, they're both embroidery machines. That's what they do.
Right.
This one's got a nice 7-inch LCD screen, and this one, it doesn't have a screen at all.
So how do you control this one?
To control the Brother Sketch, you have to use the Brother Artspira app.
Ah.
There's no other way to control this machine.
Okay.
So you have to, you don't have to necessarily subscribe to Artspira.
An app.
Google
or Apple, right?
That's right.
So is that a big deal, or do you prefer something that doesn't need to be connected?
I prefer something that doesn't need to be connected. Okay. I prefer to be able to plug in my USB to the machine and off I go. I'm not really a huge fan of Artspira. The app's fine, but the fact that I have to have the app to run this machine, it doesn't work for me.
Plus, there's some kind of subscription associated with Artspira.
You can use it for free, but there are some features that you need the subscription for. So that's the deal with the Brother.
Got it. What's the price of these things?
Just
ballpark.
I think the Poolin is running $700, $800.
Okay.
And the Sketch is about $500.
Okay. A little bit of a price difference.
A little bit of a price difference.
But you're getting a built-in computer here where you have to connect this to your own computer.
And we'll talk about all the features of the Poolin in just a second.
Okay, awesome.
So yeah, so that's the difference between these two, the Poolin and the Sketch. But behind you, we have the Brother SE 2000.
Ooh.
And the big difference between the Poolin and the Brother SE 2000 is that the SE 2000 is not only an embroidery machine, but it's also a sewing machine. So it's got a retractable arm that comes off the machine and a sewing arm that can go on it when you want to sew. So that's the big difference. And this one does not require Art Spira. It's got a small LCD screen on it. You can import files via USB. They've got a ton of designs already built into it.
Okay.
But the big difference is that it's a sewing and embroidery machine, where the Poolin is an embroidery machine only.
Embroider only.
Yeah.
So if I had a hole in my jeans, out of luck with the Poolin.
That's right.
Okay.
Out of luck.
Well, that's awesome. A lot of people want to embroider things. Now tell me what you can embroider. What do people typically embroider with these machines?
All kinds of things. Shirts. I've seen hats, backpacks, hoodies.
Is there anything here we can show? You have a hat? Oh, you have a pillow behind you.
I have a hat. I did the hat on the sketch, and I did the pillow on the SE2000.
Those are pretty cool. There's a lot of detail on those.
Yeah.
It's hard to do the hat, though, isn't it? Because
the hat was a little bit of a challenge. I'm not going to lie, because
you can't get down low enough
Yeah.
when you get this in. What is this called that you put this in? A
hoop.
what?
A hoop.
A hoop?
Mhm.
It's hard to get the hoop down here because of the brim. But still, you did a pretty good job on that. That's pretty amazing. There's a lot of detail in this bear as well.
Right.
Apologize. I'm trying to make sure both cameras can see this. So these are embroidered designs. So shirts, hats, towels,
Sure. And,
golf towels.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is this is a great way to make personalized gifts,
That's right.
right? For the
That's right.
crafter in your family.
That's right.
How old
So-
do you have to be to use one of these? A kid do it? A teenager?
Yeah. You just want to be careful that needle. It is sharp.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a needle.
Well, it's really hard to get your finger under that needle. You have a
Okay, it
little
really
finger,
isn't,
right?
because I can do it easily. So both the all three of these machines are auto feeders. So when it feeds the thread through the needle, you still have to kind of reach in there and pull the thread completely through.
I see.
The tail of the thread, so to speak.
I see. Okay.
Now, Evans asked, what is your favorite? I'm assuming that means machine. And I can't 100% answer that right now. Between the Sketch and the Poolin, it's the Poolin. Between the Brother SE2000 and the Poolin, from an embroidery standpoint, I really like the Poolin. I really, really do so far. And I only have used it for a couple of hours this morning. So I have a little bit more, obviously, some playing around, some learning to do with it, but it's got a lot of features in it. And it's got that very large 7-inch LCD screen.
Love it first sight.
Yeah, it's you can use it in 10 different languages if that's if you speak in 10 different languages.
Right. Yeah.
And I'll come over there and we can take a look at that in closer.
Okay. This was sent by our friends at Poolin for the video review.
That's right.
Let me move this camera down a little bit. There we go.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and flip the switch on the side to turn it on. And here it comes. And there you go.
Does it make noise or sing to you or do anything cool?
It's going to sing to me.
No way.
I think so.
Let me hear. Oh, it does sing. Look at that. Nice.
And I'm going to go ahead and erase my project so we can start fresh. So you can see the whole thing.
Let me try to zoom in on this camera.
So it is a touch screen. You saw I was using my finger. Can you see that really well?
I'm going to try to zoom in here.
It's a lot blown out.
Yeah. Let me see if I can go down here.
You turn the overhead light off?
How's that?
That's a little better. Yeah, it's a little better.
Okay.
All right, so it is a touch screen. I can touch things on the panel with my finger, or it comes with a little stylus you can use as well. And here's where you go in and set up all the different languages that it supports. And under pattern, there's 3 main options across the top. There's pattern, which houses all the default images and fonts that they have loaded into the system, and we'll go through that in a second. Configuration is where you would change characteristics about the image. You can size it up or down, you can mirror it, you can tilt it. And then embroider, the EMB, is actually where you go to actually start hitting the embroidery. Okay.
I see.
So this machine does, like I said, has a 7-inch LCD screen that's touch controlled. It has an automatic thread feeder. It automatically does the bobbin winding, and it will cut the thread for you at the end of each color. So it doesn't cut your jump stitches, but it cuts it at the end of the color. All right. And it comes with 99 patterns and 9 lettering fonts. And under pattern, there is this built-in pattern button. So we'll click that. And here, I don't know how well you can see that, but you can scroll through 10 pages of different designs that you can select right out of the box and start embroidering right here with their stuff. Right? And then go back. And then there's this thing called letters here in the middle. And this is where you'll find different letters that you can use.
Oh, those are all built in.
All built in. And then there's also monogram type letters with some floral stuff on it that you can use. Okay. And also there is pattern border. So you can go in there and you can select different patterns. You can embroider there. And you can combine things together. So if you wanted to do this design or that design, whatever you want, you can click on this button down here and you can go back. And let's say we want to go into letters. And we'll just do, we'll do an A.
Oh, stop it.
So you can combine those two very easily and stitch both of these together now as a unit and not have to move anything. It's just going to stitch just like that.
Wow.
All right. We'll go back. And you can also add text on the screen. You can just type in text here, which is kind of cool. And then down here, the other ones are my patterns and USB pattern. This is where the little USB comes in. I'll turn this a little bit. It's got a little USB section here. And this USB thumb drive came with the machine.
Oh,
okay.
What is that for?
For bringing images over from other sources, whether you digitized your own images in software like, I can't remember the name, Embroidery or something like that. I can't remember. I don't use it, so I don't know. Or you can download images from embroider images from designbundles.net, create a Fabrica. Or we really like to go to Z Digitizing. I really like theirs. As a matter of fact,
what is Z Digitizing?
It's an online digitizing service. They will digitize images for you.
So you can take your own logo or whatever you want, send it to them?
Yes, and they will do it for you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and this little elephant.
That's got to be hard because you got to program all the colors and where they stop. And
this little bear, not elephant.
Yeah.
It came from Z Digitizing. Huh. And they've got all the stops built in so you know when to change the colors out and whatnot. All right.
Interesting.
Okay.
Z Digitizing. We'll put a link afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll put all the links afterwards. I didn't do that ahead of time.
Awesome. Awesome.
Now, what is also really cool about this machine, funny, I know you'll think this is kind of funny, but it's this manual.
Oh, that's
this
cool.
Manual is on point. I followed through with a couple of the beginning pages because I just want to see how well it was done. And it is excellent. It's got the written instructions. It's got diagrams. It points to different things. It tells you exactly how to do it.
That's unusual
It
for
is unusual.
A manual.
It is. And Brother's manual was nowhere near like this for me.
Yeah,
so
tough.
This manual, very value add. But one of the big things about this machine is that it comes with 2 hoops.
Ah.
It comes with a 4x4.
Wow, look at the size of that one.
And it comes with 4x9.
Holy smokes.
It's about 9 1/4. It's about almost 4 by 9 1/4. And wow, right? I haven't even used this one yet. I haven't even gone there. I did use this smaller one today. So that's kind of cool that it comes with both of them. And it's easy to install it. You just slide this right under the needle and you just pop it. Oops, I have this loose because I was just using it. And just pop it into these 2 little slots. That's all there is to it.
Look at you.
And then you just press this little silver lever and it pops right out. And you slide it back under the needle. That's all there's to it. Hooping is probably the hardest part of using the machine.
What?
Yeah.
Doubt that. Is your experience?
I don't know about that. So it came with these 2 things, the 2 hoops.
That's big.
Right?
Isn't that bigger than you typically see on a lot of
affordable
machines?
The SC2000 that we have, the Brother SC2000 only comes with a 5x7 hoop.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
So you could do the back of a large jacket or a hoodie or something.
You could, absolutely. If you had a hoodie, you could turn your design sideways and design it right in here. I mean, that'd be perfect.
Because we've thought about trying to take the hoop out and then trying to match it to go back in with wider designs, but they never line up.
Right.
Really get them lined up.
So they send you a little box full of colored bobbin thread.
Wow.
The bobbin thread that's already comes with the machine is white. It comes with this handy dandy little stand for threading the machine. It's not my favorite thing, but I'm new to seeing it.
But it comes with it.
But it comes with it. Yeah, it comes with it. Then it comes with a little box full of these different colors of thread as well, embroidery thread.
So it's a whole starter kit.
It's
Everything you really need to get started.
Everything you need to get going.
They
It
come
also
with
comes-
stabilizer?
It comes with a package of stabilizer.
What?
Yeah, nice thick package of stabilizer.
Wow.
It comes with, I put this in all the little tools in this little box. It comes with extra bobbins. It comes with spool holders in different sizes. It's got some screwdrivers, a zipper, a seam ripper, an extra bobbin casing. I thought that was interesting.
That's thoughtful.
Some tweezers, and they give you 3 packages of needles, and each package has 3 needles in it. I have not broken one needle yet. It's worked flawlessly so far.
Good.
All right, so all these tools and the little tool here that you would use to change out your needle.
That's
I haven't gone there yet. Let's hope that I don't have to do that here today.
Felicia, I used that as a bottle opener. I wasn't sure what that did.
It also comes with a cover. Right?
Oh,
So
that's
you can
neat.
cover it up, keep it dust free.
That's a really good idea.
Okay.
Huh.
I think that is everything that was
lot of
in the
stuff.
It's a lot of stuff for the price of it, right? Just the fact that it has 2 hoops is just cool to me. All right, so real quick, I don't think I mentioned it, but it does, under patterns, it does come with 96 patterns and 9 lettering fonts. And I didn't mess with anything special in this machine. It was just kind of a grab an image and go, but it can stitch up to 700 stitches per minute.
Wow.
Okay.
Would you consider that fast
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm.
for a
The
consumer
embroid-
machine?
If you needed to store this machine, it's kind of wide. You can detach the arm by just, there's a little lever under here. You just pull it out. Right. Okay, that's easy. Again, no additional software required. There's no app that you have to use. It's all built into the machine here. Okay. Told me that the arm was detached. Say okay. Okay. Oh, the other big difference here is I'm used to using the Brother machines, and the file types for the Brother machines are PES.
PES, yeah.
Yep. See,
What's
you
this one?
know, look at you.
Hey now.
Look at you.
What's this one?
This one is, I had to write it down, DST and DSB.
I think I've seen those as options at
They are-
Z Digitizing.
They are options. And when you download a file from Z Digitizing, it gives you a bunch of different file types for the same design.
Okay.
All right. And it does come with 1-year warranty. And what really sets this machine apart, if anybody's had a Brother and tried to reach out to Brother and get support, it's probably been a challenge. This machine comes with a 1-year warranty. But better than all of that is they will provide one-on-one teaching opportunities.
What?
You can reach out to them and schedule some time, and they will walk you through, whether you're a beginner or a novice, or a beginner or an expert. They will sit with you and walk you through how to use this entire machine.
Are you kidding?
No. And their support is 24/7 via WhatsApp. So that's kind of cool.
It's like a chat. Yeah.
It's like a chat. I did not use the chat today, but I did send them an email because I wanted to see response time. I didn't check the email though, so
Yeah.
I'll have to look later and see.
Yeah.
They also have, and I did look at these today, some excellent YouTube videos. Some are short, some are long. Show you how to, use the auto threader. And then they also have awesome social media channels:
Nice.
Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook.
That
all
sounds
stuff.
like a win.
Right. So I think it is. I like the machine. I like it a lot. I like these little snippers. These are cut the thread. I kind of like those. I don't know why.
They
kinda
kinda
weird.
scare me.
Don't be
Not gonna
scared.
lie.
Don't be scared.
Sharp tools in you.
No, come on.
Don't run with those.
Stop.
Okay.
Just stop.
Go ahead.
All right. So when you load this hoop into the machine, the 2 notches here on the hoop have to be up, and the hoop tightener is on the front of the machine. I'm just going to loosen that up. We're actually going to stitch something. I mean, why not, right?
Well, cool,
we're here.
Let's do it.
So let's just use this because it's just scrap material. It's actually a tea towel. And this is something I stitched from this machine as well today. I don't know if everybody can see that.
Yeah.
It's just a design straight out of the machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then this one, again, the little bear, I imported that from Z Digitizing. So I wanted to see how it worked, right? So let's go ahead and hoop. Hooping is probably my least favorite part of any embroidery machine. I don't care which one it is, unless you're using a magnetic hoop. And I know you're going to ask, I have not gone there to see if it works with this machine.
You haven't gone there.
I haven't gone there yet.
Okay.
All right. So there are little notches on the hoop. Little notches to tell you that that's where they line up.
Copy that.
Okay. So we're just going to put our stabilizer on here.
What does stabilizer do?
It helps-
Stabilizes things?
It's stable. Yes, exactly. I'm just going to let you go with that right
Okay.
there. All right. And I'm just going to put this material on
Do you
top.
have to use stabilizer?
You don't have to, I guess, but if you want a nice sturdy image that's not, what's the right word? Like we did this on a shirt. Remember our family unit shirt? It kind of wrinkles up and doesn't lay flat. Yeah. So using stabilizer and different types of stabilizer for different projects. And there's also water soluble stabilizer you can put on top. So we're just going to put this on here. Again, hooping is not my most favorite thing to do in the world.
Some people probably love hooping.
Some people
they live for hooping.
Some people might.
I bet Evans lives for hooping.
So I'm going to tighten
Evans, do you embroider? I think she does everything.
All right, so I've got it in the hoop and I've got it tightened up and it's pretty taut. All right, so I'm going to actually, because I have so much fabric here, I'm going to load the hoop from the back. So I'm just sliding the hoop underneath the foot, the embroidery foot. Okay. And then I'm going to, I'll flip this up here so you can kind of see a little bit. And I'm going to just insert this hoop into those little notches. That's it. And throw this material out of the way. We don't need any of that in our way. And that's all you do. So I'm back over here on our design. You can, when you're done selecting what you want to design, we'll just say, maybe this is what we want to do. You can go under configure and you can change colors. So let's say I go under color and right now it's got the outside being black and maybe we want it to be, I don't know, maybe blue. Okay. And then you click the next color, which is red. And maybe we want the red to be, I don't know, pink. And then we'll leave the green alone, right? So you can change your color options. Okay. Go back.
Are those colors coded like some of the other machines? Like 102 and
no, they're not.
Wait, I do see numbers next to
They're numbered this 1, 2, 3 for the order of the colors.
But not like your
not like my typical stuff that I have. It doesn't tell me exactly the color number that I use. Which okay. In that case, what you just picked up there.
Wait, what is that?
Let's see.
Just
give me one. So like this is the I can't remember the name. Smith thread, I think. Yeah. Thread, and it's numbered 027. So this green color is 027.
It's just giving you a memo.
It's just telling me the order. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It doesn't tell me.
Have your eyeballs, you can see it.
Right. So for me, I would grab my colors ahead of time. So I know I'm going to use blue, we'll say pink, and a green. And these are the colors that they provided in their, I'm not using anything special. It's everything that they provided me.
So you're just going to eyeball this in most cases anyway, right?
Just right now, we're just kind of winging it. Yeah. Okay. You pick the colors that you want.
Yeah. Okay. And you can change those on the wing.
Absolutely can change them. You can also
you changed your mind in color number 1. You didn't want that blue circle to be blue. You could you wouldn't even have to change anything in the machine.
No, you would not.
Just change the thread.
You just know that blue is nope, it's going to be black.
Now it's black. Right. And you don't have to
change anything in the machine at all. Cool. I just know that when I see blue, it would be black. Does that make sense?
I'm learning here.
Hopefully we didn't confuse everybody.
Yeah.
All right. So you can also click on the size button and you can increase the size of your design and you can decrease the size of your design. Okay. And go back. You can also, I think it's this one. Whoops. You can, not size. You can mirror your design, horizontal or vertical. That's kind of cool. Different. Let's see. And that's about everything there. So when you're happy with the design, you think this is good to go, you just click on embroider. This light turns green. It's hard to see. And then there's a ready button. When you're ready to go, you click ready and you do your thing. But we already know that the first color is going to be blue. And what I have in the machine is red. So I'm going to turn the machine and I'm going to try to thread this. It's going to be a little hard for you guys to see it.
Does it have to be done in that order? I guess the stitching has to be done in that.
Yes, the stitching has to be done in that order.
It's kind of layered.
Right. So I'm going to take, this is a spool saver. It's like a little huggy.
Oh, cool.
That keeps my thread from unraveling everywhere. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take my spool thread and I'm just going to attach it to this spool holder at the top. Okay. And then I'm going to take my little spool holder and keep it in place from going anywhere. Snap that on there. And then Then I'm going to, it's really hard to see, but like the
We
brother,
can see pretty well, actually.
like the brother machines, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is down here. So you just thread it following those numbers.
Okay.
So I'm going to go up here under this little silver piece and go 1, 2.
You'll have
3.
a video showing this in detail?
I am putting the video in detail on this
Awesome.
together. Hopefully have it ready over the weekend.
And what about threading the needle? Is that automatic? Or?
It is automatic. And it is probably the part that I need to practice most with this machine because it is different than anything I've seen. To remember how to do it. All right. So you actually press this foot down and this little arm comes out. You got to have it on this hook. And this little arm comes out and that little arm's got a little hook into it. So you're supposed to release it. See, I didn't do that right. And this is not a fault of the machine. It's just I'm new at this. I literally just started this today. So let me get it going. And I don't think the machine is any louder than any other machine. There is a little hook on this, this little thing that swings out. You got to catch the thread on that hook. And then you release it and pull that through.
But you're not putting it through the eye of a needle.
I'm not manually doing that. No,
Okay.
I'm using the auto feeder. Oh no, I would never be. I'd be here for days.
Look at those
doing
little
that.
scissors. That's pretty cool.
I like my little snipping scissors that came with. All right, so once you've got it threaded, you're ready to go. You just lower that foot, hit start. What did it say? Press the ready button first. And then, okay, I want you to try to zoom in on this. I'm going to go ahead and click start.
Uh-oh.
But what I want you to zoom in on is this machine on this LCD screen is actually telling me where it's at in the stitching process. I'm going to pause that for a second and I'm going to trim off this excess and then start it up again. And you can see right here that it's starting to change colors. It's changing to blue where it's actually doing that stitching.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't have my fabric probably as taut as I should, but I think it'll work out okay.
It's just a demo.
Yeah, it's just a demo. We're just practicing. We're just trying this machine out. And honestly, I really do like it. I really like the fact that I can see my stitches here, and it tells me how far it's progressed over here. All right, and the blue thread color is selected, which means that's the color I'm working on. The next one will be the pinkish color, so we'll have that one ready to go.
So instead of telling you how many stitches, or it does tell you how many stitches?
It does tell you total stitches is 2343.
Holy moly.
Yeah, and this is the speed at which it's operating.
Huh. The speed's variable, it's kind of controlled by the machine.
I didn't change it, so I'm assuming
Okay,
but it can go up to 700 from what I've read.
Wow.
So not sure how that works. There is also a tension knob up here at the top. Mine is set on 4, and that is what it came in out of the box. I didn't make any changes to it. I just wanted to see what it would do. So, I mean, you can see this is pretty easy.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot to it. I mean, we're literally, I promise you, out of the box, started using this morning, boom, stitched those couple of designs with no issues. Imported a file, no problem at all. And this file that we're doing here is one of the borders and letters that are in the software. We just combined them together to see how it would work. And we did one earlier today. I was having so much fun, I didn't want to stop stitching. So this is kind of similar to what we're doing now. And just kind of a border and a letter, the letter F.
Nice.
Yep.
Is this the Scarlet A? Put a little extra red in here. Just wondering.
Yeah, no.
Did you read that in school? The
No.
Scarlet letter?
I don't think I did, to be honest.
We did.
Sip
I was in a
break?
public school.
Sip break?
A long time ago. All right, sip break, everyone. You're welcome to take a sip of your favorite beverage, whatever that may be. Water and Coca-Cola over here. Let us know what you're sipping in the comments. This could take a little bit of time, huh? You have to have a little bit of patience.
You do have to have a little bit of patience.
All right, what's happening
All
now?
right, so it stopped and it's telling me to go ahead and trim and change the color.
Oh.
So there's this scissors button here. I'm just going to click on that.
Whoa.
It's now cut the thread for me. I'll take off my spool thing that keeps my thread in place. I can't remember the name of it. And here's
Spool
my
cap?
thread spool cap. There you go. That'll work.
I'm guessing.
And then I'm going to take my next color.
I just made that up.
That's fine. We're going to thread the
Trademark
machine. Thread the machine with this. I have to turn it a little bit for me. Sorry, guys.
You make everything look so easy, Felicia.
I don't know about all that.
This is a Make and Sip. We're talking about embroidery machines, sponsored by our friends. I guess it's sponsored by Poolin.
Yeah, they kindly sent us this machine, so they're definitely sponsoring us. Here we go. Pull that through, just like that. Click the OK button because we made our color change, and then just hit the start button. I let it do a couple of stitches, and then I pause it. I trim off that excess.
Could that get caught underneath it?
It could, and it could, you know, kind of
clean it up later.
Yeah, you'd have to do some cleanup work. And you do have to cut the jump stitches because it's not automatically cutting those for you through the process. So in the end, just like on this design, I did have to go through and cut some of the jump stitches.
Okay. Poolin have other embroidery machines that you're aware of?
They do actually. Yeah. They have a newer model, an 06 model. I don't know the difference between the two. I didn't go that far to look, but when I went to their website just to check out their support model, it had the big multi-thread embroidery machines out there.
Ooh, the big ones, the commercial ones?
The big ones. Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Poolin, we need one of those.
Yeah,
we want to do some commercial. They have
right?
the hat attachments where you can get all the way down to the brow.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
love
talking
to
about.
try one of those out.
Wouldn't that be very cool?
Yeah.
All right,
these are a little more limiting, but still for the hobbyist, somebody just wanted to make some nice little gifts for mom or grandmom or dad's golf towel.
I mean, I think these turned out. I mean, the hat may not be, the design may not be as low as Fresh likes it, but I think that turned out really good.
That looks good, yeah.
And I absolutely love this little teddy bear on this pillow.
Baby,
so,
what a great gift idea.
This would be a great gift.
And you could put their name on it using the letters, right?
You could absolutely personalize it. Absolutely.
Or you could hand draw something, send it to Z Digitizing.
You absolutely could.
And they will turn it into a compatible file.
That's absolutely true.
I've actually tried that. It was pretty cool.
So it's stitching this purple color here, and you can see on the screen what progress it's at, how much it's completed.
Okay.
I just think that's the coolest feature.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that on the other machines.
You
or
can
I don't
see
remember
that
on
the more expensive, on the $10,000 to $17,000 models we saw at Joann's.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not typically at this price point, under $1,000.
I just think this is a sweet little machine. I'm not gonna lie.
We're talking about embroidery today. We were supposed to do sublimation, but we had a little problem.
We had a problem with our sublimation printer.
Had a little leaky.
We had a lot of leaky.
So
we lost half a bottle of ink on my desk.
On your desk. Yeah, that wasn't good. That was quite a surprise. You're lucky you caught that before you hit the carpet.
Right?
We will be doing that next Wednesday at 3. No, next Friday.
Yeah.
Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's
right. Trying to change things up on us?
I know. Thank you for joining us. Let us know where you're watching from if you can in the chat. I don't think TikTok has chat.
All right, so it stopped. It told me to change the color. So we're going to use the scissor button to trim the thread and just pull out the purple color, and we'll load in our green. This is the last color. So, I mean, overall, this is not a huge design, but it stitched out fairly quick for us with no issues at all. I said that or too early, maybe. I always jinx myself.
Oh, I'm sure you're fine.
All right, so just thread it. The threading part is just a little tricky because you
got
to go
through it very quickly.
You got to go right under there, you know?
Yeah. This is, could someone get hurt doing this? Like a child?
Well, you can get your finger caught in there.
Yeah.
Oops.
All right, that's good to know. If you're going to have to use adult
supervision.
You could.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, look, we have John and Paige here.
Oh, hey, John and Paige.
I saw you guys. Evan said she did some embroidery by hand. That's hard.
Oh, yeah, that's time-consuming, but doable. Some people find it fun and therapeutic. Turn this down just a little bit.
John says F is for gravy.
What? I'm going to pause that, and I'm just going to
I
trim
can't
this
tell you
piece
what the rest of that is because
and
we'll
just
get
keep it
shut
going.
down.
So this is the last color we're doing, the green. And again, it's just got a little bit of fill here to do, and you can see on the screen exactly where it's at and how much is left to do.
We can go pretty intricate in level of detail.
Okay, so it broke the thread somehow, some way. I don't know how.
But it knows.
It knows, so it's telling me to rethread it.
Okay.
Now, will it start back up where it broke? I don't think it will, but we'll see what happens.
This is a good experiment, Felicia.
Right?
It's very exciting.
Are you excited, Fresh?
Very, very incredibly excited.
I can see that. Whoops.
I'm excited I'm having gravy for dinner.
Hold on. I got to get my fingers under here. That's right.
Be careful. I'm excited to learn more about Paige's new YouTube channel, her vlog. Going to be coming live, and she has some crazy stories to talk about.
She does have some crazy stories.
We will share her channel on ours when she's ready to go.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and start this back up and see how it goes.
It's like popping up and down. Is that normal?
I don't know. Okay, so it didn't like that. So there's something going on.
Yeah,
I can't explain what that might be.
Okay. Saying please rethread again. Did it break?
Did say please rethread
it's
again.
Getting caught underneath.
I think it is too.
Is the bobbin jacked up?
Okay. I know what it is.
Oh.
You can't see it.
Okay.
From here. But the thread on the top is actually getting caught between the cap and the spool. So it's tightening up and getting stuck. So it's creating it's creating a tension that it can't get past. So that's what it is. So I will just take this off.
I hate tension.
Just don't. All right, so it's probably not going to pick up our design back up where it left off, but we will go ahead and finish it anyway. That's what it is. You just have to be careful and cognizant of it while you're working. And obviously I wasn't because I was talking with you guys. What?
Lack of family says so much tension.
No tension. This is how we all learn too, right? Yeah. I mean, now you'll know if you get this machine or any machine.
What happens if the bobbin gets stuck? Does that happen as well?
That will happen as well.
You think it knows? Does it let you know?
It will let you know. It stops. And I hope it didn't do that underneath. I can't see it right now, but we'll check it when we finish this piece.
So much tension. Reminds me of a Snoop Dogg song.
Who's that?
Snoop Dogg. So much tension.
Okay, so we're going to try one more time. And click start. Pause it for a second and keep going. All right, so that was the hiccup, is that now at least we know what the problem was. The thread was getting caught around between the spool and the cap.
Is it done?
It's done. Color? It's done.
Wow, all that for one color.
Well, it didn't go back where it stopped and redo those sections. So
well, that's good. You don't want it to double duty, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and lift the foot. We're gonna squeeze this little silver lever here to release our hoop, and then we're gonna just push our hoop through underneath the foot. If we can get it underneath the foot.
You could turn it off.
No. There it goes. And there is our design. Now, the green did not work as well as we had hoped, but that's okay.
Figured that. Now you know what happened.
Now you know.
It's good to learn this
together. It is, absolutely. I'd rather make that mistake and people learn from it than not.
All these are like puzzles sometimes, you notice that?
So I just untwisted the hoop and took the hoop off, and this is my tearaway stabilizer. So you just rip this off.
Oh.
Comes right off, like so. You can also rip it from the inside as well. We won't mess with that right now, but there's your design.
Look at you. Very nice, Felice.
And that's all there is to it.
It's so simple. I might be able to do that.
I'd love for you to try. I'd love for you to try.
I wouldn't go that far. Not today.
So overall, I mean, I think this is I'm really excited about this machine. I'm not gonna lie. I think it works out really well. I think that the detailed bear that I did earlier today turned out perfect. Stitched just as it was supposed to. Zero issues, zero breakage, zero thread getting caught at the top. I think it's great. It's a great machine. I would highly recommend it to people.
Poolin EOC05. Where can people buy this?
It is on Amazon. Okay. And we'll have the link in our in the description, and you can get it directly from their website.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that 1-year warranty and the support and the lesson.
You know, nobody else does that support that I'm aware of. Well, I don't have the big machines, but from these home-based type machines, Brother definitely doesn't have this level of support.
They sell you a machine and they're like, well, good luck.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I have to tend to agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. So you can't sew with this.
You cannot
sew.
You cannot sew with this machine.
You're out of luck.
You're out of luck.
Okay.
So if you need to sew something, you're going to have a different sewing machine or.
Okay. Embroidery only.
Embroidery only. Yeah.
I wonder if Poolin makes another machine that's a combination deal.
Let me see. I'm on their website still.
You said they have big commercial machines as well.
They do. I don't see one that says that it does both. They do have sewing machines. They have several. They have 6 of them. But I don't see where they have a combination machine. I don't see it. Just a quick look. But they do have 4 of the big machines, the multi-threaders.
Oh, yeah.
One of them, this looks, wow. Yeah. Wow. I don't know what to say about them. Those would be really cool to get our hands on. But yeah, if you're in the market for an embroidery machine, I like this Poolin a lot.
Very cool. A lot of features, a lot of really interesting things. I do dig the screen and the intelligent notifications. The
screen is pretty awesome. I like the size of it.
Built-in letters and designs that are already there, and you can put a USB in the side and upload your own. That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool, right? And it's really not that heavy. I've been moving it around the office in different places. Not heavy at all. Awkward from the standpoint where I'm at right now, but it's not too heavy. Putting the arm on and off, super easy. That was the only installation piece you had to do, is attach the arm.
That's cool.
And it was straightforward. There's just the on-off button, the power switch, and the USB connection here. Nothing on the back.
Okay.
That's it. Looks great.
Well, thank you for giving us a brief little introduction.
Wait, I thought we had a special visitor.
Nah, he'll come back next week.
Okay, all right.
We don't want to do too much in one week, you know what I mean? He usually comes out when we're waiting for things to happen. Like we had a really complex stitch.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, fine.
Yeah, he'll be here next week.
People who watched last week, the week before, will maybe know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you got to tune in next Friday for our sublimation show, which we're going to do one way or the other. And I still have my old sublimation printer with the parchment paper underneath it, with some of the ink that has leaked out.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
We'll show that next week.
Yeah, we'll show that next week. Absolutely.
Interesting. And you have a whole bunch of embroidery videos showing the brother machines, the Sketch and the SE2000, the SE1900.
We do. And I hope to have 3 videos out this weekend on the Poolin.
And those are on your YouTube channel.
On my YouTube channel.
Family Unit at YouTube.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Any final words this week for this week's Make and Sip, talking about embroidery?
No, I think that's everything we talked about.
All right.
If you're definitely in the market for one, I would certainly give this one a high consideration.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for tuning in. And let us know if you have any questions in the chat. Stacy Jones says you can go back where the error started. The machine will allow you to do this from the menu.
And I figured it would. We just haven't gotten that.
Stacey.
Yeah, thank you, Stacey. I figured it would, and that's good to know. I just hadn't gotten that far with using it up to this point.
That's cool. So you can start all over again. That's good to know.
We'll start from a certain point. That's great.
John says sublimation for the nation. He must be a rapper. I heard he was featured on Emily in Paris.
Not him.
No, John was in this show, I think.
No,
he's an actor.
No.
Yeah, sure he is. Sure.
Sorry, John.
And then there's Marie in Manchester, which is going to be Paige's listening. Marie in Manchester, like it? Like
I like
Emily
it.
France, Marie in
I like it. I
Never
like
mind.
it a lot.
All right, we're going to hit the road.
All right.
Thank you once again. We'll see you all next Friday. And we will be watching the chat and the comments. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments and
Absolutely.
we'll get back to you on that. And we'll have more embroidery videos coming out this week.
Yep, that's it.
Thank you for joining us. We love y'all.
All right.
And we'll see y'all next week.
There you go. Bye, Felicia.
I knew she was going to say that. All right. Stand by. TikTok still live.